welcome back to Let's Play Satisfactory. This will be episode 6, and I thought I'd start taking a look at how long we've been playing. So, I don't know exactly how much time we've got on camera, but we've got a little over 10 hours. A lot of that is me idle, just letting it run, because when I let it run, stockpiles build up. So, I've done a few things since we were here last. So everything that was down underneath, I've brought up top. So on this side, this is our iron production. And on this side over here, oh, I'm missing a conveyor belt there. We'll go fix that. This is our copper production. So let's go fix that. And today, I think we need to concentrate on getting to the next tier because we need to unlock tier 2 conveyor belts and we need to unlock coal pretty soon. Because I'm going to guess that of that over 10 hours 44 minutes that we've got. Oh, what's this? Yeah. I got to put a splitter in here because we are outputting 30 copper ingots per minute, and this is only taking in 15. So we built 2. Oops, wrong way. Right there. There we go. We'll just make sure, yep, we got power there. Ingots are coming out. And I also set up a copper sheeting production line. Okay, our wires all going to the right spot. And then that's making us our cable. And it looks like our cable is actually full. So let's see what we got for stuff here. Got a little over a stack of copper sheeting. That's going to be really important when we start doing pipes. Yeah, we're full of cable. We got a lot more wire to go. You see where we got stacks of 500 wire and only stacks of 200 cable. So that's all of our copper so far. And you'll notice off in the distance down there, there's another miner that I put in. That's for more limestone because this is our concrete. I'll take you down and show you what's going on downstairs in just a second. But our concrete was coming up really, really slowly, so I put in another miner and another constructor so that we would get more concrete faster. And then that's coming up right there. I left that one downstairs, actually. I didn't bring the concrete upstairs. So it looks like we are full on screws. We are full on rods. We are not full on iron plates, but that's okay. We got a lot. And we don't have a ton of reinforced iron plate, but we don't really need a lot of that. Now, in my last playthrough, I made absolutely gigantic stacks of these. And I created a smart splitter or a smart splitter system. And I will teach you guys how to do that, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to build that again because, to be honest, I didn't find it as efficient as you might think that it should be. You know what? I'm going to pick up some more concrete because we need a lot of concrete for... we need concrete for the foundations and the walls. Oops, I took it all. Didn't want to do that. There we go. I got 1,000 on me now. I think that should be pretty good for now. Actually, we might need more when we go downstairs to figure out what it is that we need to do now. So, almost everything that we had down here is gone. Like I said, the only thing I left down here was the concrete. And I think I am going to leave that down here because it's kind of unto itself. The only other thing that we really need concrete for is, well, there's a bunch of like concrete reinforced beams or concrete encased beams and things like that. Much further down in the end game. I don't know. Yeah, no, I think I still like it being down here. We'll just pop it up top. We could actually do that for a bunch of these other ones, is do the smelting and stuff down here and just, because, yeah, actually, probably should have done that. Because you never use the unprocessed ore for anything. You always turn it, you smelt it into bars. I don't think, oh, maybe in the blast furnace for steel. Anyway, so let's look at what we've got to do now. So, as I've been saying several times, there's a couple of things that we really, really want to do. We want to get to coal, because that's finally going to get our electricity self-sufficient, and we also want to get our tier 2 belts reasonably soon. So here. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to go back upstairs and pick up a bunch more because we need, 300 here. We need another 200 here. Yeah, I'm going to have to pick up a whole bunch of stuff. We don't have rotors yet. We can set up, yeah, we'll set up a production system upstairs for rotors. Oh, we got more than enough screws. So let's go back upstairs and pick up a bunch of stuff. Oh, and we should take a look at what we can research in the MAM too. All right, so let's bring in 2 stacks of that. I'm going to bring in 5 stacks of rods, I think, because I thought we needed a bunch. I will just top that stack off. And I will top that stack off. What do we got for, oops, sorry. Yeah, we don't even have a full stack of wire right now, so let's get the wire too. And I'm going to grab that stack of copper sheeting. I don't think I actually need it. Oh, it'll be nice to finally get the chainsaw, because that's all that can get this out of here, is the chainsaw, because we got to go downstairs and actually cut down the trees. But that will help us, we get enough there. That will help us with our biofuel. And actually, that's another thing we've got to do. We've got to set up a system where we can make the compacted biofuel. I think that's what it was called. All right, so let's get this all done. So when we look up, this is what we've got. And we can also start making rooms here if we really want to, or rooms up above. There's also, I haven't shown it to you yet, but there is also a set of walls here. So there's a basic 1 meter wall and a basic 4 meter wall. I tend to use the basic 4 meter walls. And if you hit R, you've got the zoop on the walls also. So you can put walls, all the way down wherever you want them to go if you want to, you like pillars and stuff like that. Oh, actually, you know what else we should do? And when you're dismantling, there's 2 ways to dismantle. You can just left-click your mouse button and hold it until that little line disappears. Or you can hover over the piece that you want, press Control, and you'll see a maximum dismantle limit come up there. You've got 1 now. If you continue holding the Control button and move up, you can designate more. But you got to be really careful with this because you can accidentally dismantle things that you didn't want to dismantle. And then you dismantle the entire thing by left-clicking and holding the left mouse button again. So, I think the first thing we're going to do is get obstacle clearing. Well, hold on. That gives me the solid biofuel. Oh, this gives me the awesome sink and the awesome shop. Okay, let's do that because it's going to take 15 minutes to come back. Oh, and then we're going to run upstairs actually to see if we can see this going up from upstairs. So, come on.
You have been given early access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
All right. You know what? I'm actually going to put the awesome shop down here. I really do want to move the hub upstairs, but I don't want to move it upstairs until we get rid of those biofuel generators. Yeah, so for the moment, I'm going to just drop the awesome shop down here. So it's under special, both the awesome sink and the awesome shop. The awesome sink is where you're going to put things that you don't need. If I were you, I wouldn't set up the awesome sink just yet. You want smart splitters unlocked before you start dropping stuff into the awesome sink, because the smart splitters will allow you to take all of your overflow and drop that into the awesome sink. And therefore, you're still putting everything that you need towards the production that you want. But anything extra is going to just automatically flow into the awesome sink. And I'll show you how to do that. It's actually really easy. So let us set up the awesome shop. And I might actually set up the awesome sink here. And then I'll just... Yeah, actually, I'll show you how to drop things manually into the awesome sink. So let's do that. For now, you only want to drop things manually into the awesome sink. So if we flip this around, you can see that's where, right there is where things should be going into the awesome sink. And I'm just going to set it up kind of right there. Now, there's not really any way... Oh, we need power, I believe. Yep, okay, good. Now, there's not really any way to drop anything in here that I've ever found. Like, I can take it and try to put it anywhere that I want in here, and it just never does. So what I always do is I set up a container right in front of it. Hook it up with... Oh, and I did it backwards again. Who was yelling at me? Try that again. We want the out on this side. So now I can drop, well, here, let's just say, so we got we had a surplus of the wire. So let's just drop 400 wire in there, and now we'll watch this as it comes in. So we need 1,000 points, and it looks like every one is giving us about 24 points. Every one of those is giving us about 24 points. So we'll get one coupon as soon as we get to 1,000. Now the first coupon cost 1,000. The second coupon is going to cost more, and I don't know exactly what the scale is. It logarithmic, exponential. I don't know what it is, but it is a sliding scale. We'll see here in a second, I think. Yeah, we're getting 912 points per minute right now. Oh, so it was 1,000 again. So at some point, I don't know when it goes up, but it does go up, and it starts going up, pretty quick after a while. One of the things that I do want to do, so you take those coupons, you bring them over here, put them in your inventory, you bring them over here, and you can now start buying things from the Awesome Shop. And I think this is probably my favorite, the different signs. Unavailable. Oh, we have to research quartz crystals before we can unlock these. Quartz crystals is a ways away. But these signs are fantastic because you can put them up over top of your containers so that you can see from far away what's in those containers. And then you can see you get a bunch of really nice cosmetic things. These are really nice. These ceiling mounts for the conveyors, so we can put our conveyor belts on the ceilings or on the wall. This is just cosmetic. It just makes it look like there's a hole in the floor. But these wall outlets, power outlets, are just wonderful. They help you. They get rid of when you're inside a building, right? You can put them on the ceiling or on the wall, and you don't have to have the power poles anymore, which is kind of absolutely fantastic. And then you can get a bunch of different styles of foundations rather than just the square or the straight ramps, a bunch of different types of walls and windows. It's really nice, actually. There's a lot of really nice stuff in here that'll allow you to build some pretty cool stuff. And then the customizations are quite nice also. These are really just kind of like trophies and things. I don't think, any of these yet. And then you can buy, oh, that's interesting. It doesn't show you the different equipments that you can buy until you can make them, I guess. But there's a bunch of different pieces of equipment and parts that you can buy. So right now I can, I guess if you can make it, you can buy it. Not everything. You can't buy everything, but you can buy some of the stuff that you can make. So a bunch of good stuff in here to buy. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I think I know. We're out of power. So that's because, oh, what did we do? Huh. I don't know if something tripped or everything seems to have biomass. It might be that that awesome sink actually put us over the top. Let me just look. Max consume is 216. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Let me just turn off that awesome sink for a minute. It has to be the awesome sink. That's the only thing that we put there. Turn that off. Oh, I could have turned it back on right there. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what it was. So our max consume is 216. our production right now is 150 and our consume is 155. Yeah, we went too high putting on that awesome sink. So what we're going to have to do is put in another biomass burner. I'll be glad. There is a way to get rid of these boulders, but you need explosives. Oh, look, and it shut down our miner too. So all of that. Interesting. It just stockpiled in here. That's an interesting thing. The conveyor belts don't need power. They continue running. All right, so let's put another, and this is going to happen all the time. You go to do something and it'll trigger something else that you need to do. One biomass burner, and yeah, we're going to have to get that. You know what? I'm going to leave it off for the moment because what I want to do is get the chainsaw. So let's do that. Obstacle clearing. So we have everything we need for this. There. Now, two different things.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Inflated my pocket dimension. I think that means that I got more slots in my inventory. Okay, so I've got enough to make a chainsaw. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And we grab that chainsaw and we're going to put it in our hand. Actually, let's just sort that first. I'll leave it right there. But now we actually need solid biofuel. So we got all of that biofuel coming in there. We're actually going to make can I put a constructor here? Can't quite put a constructor there. All right. It's a bit annoying. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that off. That was my wood biomass. And I'm going to actually change that recipe to be solid biofuel. There we go. And then I will take the out from here, put it into there. And yeah, I fucking thought that was going to happen. I need to take all of that. Oh, come on. I don't want the biomass, I want the wood. There's a sweet spot where you can pick this piece of wood up, and I don't know where it is. So, easiest way is just to delete the belt and put it back on. There we go. And let's put that biomass back in. So, that is going to start making solid biofuel. And let's just output that to a container. So let's look at the efficiency there. So it takes 8 biomass to make a solid biofuel. And if I go here, we look, oh, look at that. We're burning, oh, they're all down now. Let's start these back up first. Okay, so we're burning 6.67 a minute in this one, or 10 per minute in this one. So we're burning 10 per minute in this one. If I go down here, I'm going to do it down in this one since it's right where I want it to be. If I change that out for this, I'm only burning 4 per minute. Not quite as efficient, actually, as I would have hoped, but I believe a stack of this is 1 or 200 also. So it will last twice as long for us. So let's put that back for the time being, because now I have a chainsaw. And there we go. And look, it's all gone. Oh, thank God. And the other thing it does is it kind of clear cuts. So if you cut the one, it cuts everything down around it also, which is quite nice, honestly. All right, so we have solid biofuel coming together. Let's put the biomass back in there. We still got a lot of leaves in there. And we've got wood. I'm going to keep the wood out of there for now. Or, well, maybe I can put it in the lab. Nah, I'll keep the wood out of there for now. Okay, so we should be able to do our next one now. Like I said, jump pads, I don't like jump pads, so I'm going to go to logistics. Let's just see what jump pads need. You know what I'm going to do? No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to need to make rotors. So after this, we're going to go upstairs and make rotors. So let's go with the logistics, and that's going to give us our conveyor belt Mark II. Woohoo!
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Yeah, those are actually quite useful a lot of the times. So if we look at, so here's our conveyor belt. So our Mark I belts are using 60 resources, are transporting 60 resources per minute, whereas our Mark II belts are transferring 120. But they need, you'll notice, reinforced steel plate rather than steel plate. Our Mark I and Mark II lifts are the same thing. And then there's our stackable conveyor poles. So what we can do now is put one of these down, and then you can build up on top of them. And I'll put another one over here just to demonstrate. And now we can do that. We can do, you notice how it's going, at an angle kind of a thing. We can do that, and actually it will do strange things. You got to be careful. Oh, hold on. Yeah, you do it this way. Oh. So it is useful, but I'm not going to do it right now. I don't really have a need for it at the moment. It would be good sometime soon to upgrade, quite honestly, all of my conveyor belts and lifters, but the first one that I want to do is the copper over here, because I'm actually using more than the belt can handle right now. And I forget how much the Mark 1... Mark 1 only extracts 60 resources per minute. Oh, well, that's interesting. So in order to extract more than 60 resources per minute, I would need to use my power shards, which I'm probably going to have to go out and look for sometime soon. So 60 resources per minute is actually exactly what the Mark 1 conveyor belt can handle. So you know what? It's actually not useful for me to upgrade these just yet. All right then. Rotors. We need rotors. So let's hit O and we'll look for rotors. Rotors are made in an assembler using iron rods and screws. So now here is where you have a decision to make. Do you make a whole new line to make the rotors, or do you use the iron rods and screws that you already have? Personally, I think I'm actually going to build a whole new line, because at least for now, because I like having this available. As soon as I get smart splitters, I will change my mind, and I will start taking off of these. But by the time I get smart splitters, I'm going to be needing, I think on my main account, I need somewhere in the order of 6,000 screws per minute. And right now I think I'm making like 80 screws per minute or 60 screws per minute. I can't remember what it is. But you're going to need a lot of screws. So I think what we'll do is we will make a new run. Which is actually going to take both of these, I think. Or maybe I just do it for the time being, because I don't really need a lot of rotors. You know what? The heck with it. I'm just going to go up here and I'm going to put a quick rotor factory in up here, because I think I'm going to take it out reasonably soon. So in order to do that, woo, staring into the abyss. Let's put 5. Let's put some more foundations down. Now let's just check that again. Rotor. Rotor needs just screws and rods. Okay. Well, I've got screws and rods basically side by side here. So what I can do is I can put an assembler down here. Here's my assembler. And I am missing wire. So I gotta go get wire. I think it's right here, yep. Uh-oh. Looked like I had wire. Oh. I need rotors to make the assembler. I don't need wire, I need rotors. Alright. Do I have screws? I've got screws on me. Okay, so in order to make the assembler, I need 4 rotors. Yeah, I don't want to make 50 by hand. It's annoying making 50 by hand. Because in order to make rotors, let's just find it. So 4 rotors. 1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose I could make all 50 by hand. What do you say? Make all 50 by hand? That way I save myself having to set up the automated system.
It's been unleashed.
Okay. Apparently my wife has just unleashed something. Alright, making 50 rotors by hand.
And it's beautiful.
Okay.
Read from here.
Alright, while we're making the 50 rotors by hand, I am going to take my automated button presser, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. So apparently my wife just took the plastic wrapping off of our new refrigerator. We've had the refrigerator for 2 months, but we've had workmen in the house doing a bunch of stuff. That's a long story. So we left the plastic and all of the padding on the refrigerator so that they wouldn't damage it on us. Oh, and we didn't bring enough screws. Oh no. 5 more. Okay. I took a chance. I was wrong. I'm going to bring 2 more. Okay, hopefully that's everything. Nope. 150 cable and 300 iron plates. Back and forth and back and forth. If I was smarter, I wouldn't have to do all this. But I'm not. Thank you, dear. You're now in the video, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The whole internet knows you now. That was my wife. What do I need? I need iron plate. All right. So I suppose we will try out the jump pads at some point, even though I've never used them before. It could be kind of fun. All right. Yes. So, what am I? Oh, there we go.
Milestone reached. Several buildings aimed at factory traversal can now be accessed in the build menu. Caution is recommended during use of these products.
Oh, caution is recommended. Yeah, that's because you can kill yourself. So, like I said, I've never set these up in Vespian Transport. Yep. So, the jump pad will launch you into the air, and then if you fall a long way, landing in this jelly, I guess, slow your fall so you don't take a lot of damage. But I mean, you see me jumping off of the top of this a lot, and it hurts, you know, but it regenerates on its own. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and next time, hopefully, I think we've just unlocked coal. We won't see it for another 3 minutes, but I think we've just unlocked coal. So next time, hopefully, we will start on coal. Bye, guys.